Hey, what's up everybody out there? Y'all welcome back over to the channel, the Initial EXP channel. Initial D, that is. Hope you're well, hope you're blessed. I know it's been a while since I've made some content over here. I've said it once, I'll say it again. It's not easy making YouTube videos. It's probably the most time-consuming thing that we can do in the realm of social media. Editing videos, adding music, adding special effects because you want to stand out. You don't want to be bland. It just takes a long time. Even now, some may consider this to be lazy, we'll say. Let me put my mic up here. You don't see that fuzzy thing. If you were wondering what that is, it's a microphone. Usually I have a clip, but I don't have the clip right now, and hopefully you can hear me and it doesn't sound too bad. It's supposed to drown out stuff like this airplane that's above me right now. And if you can't hear the airplane, which is up there somewhere, I know the sun's blinding you, then the microphone failed. But if you can't hear it, then hey, I guess it was worth the money. I bought this like a year ago, and I barely use it. I'm trying to get better at not purchasing things that I don't use, but you know, don't we all buy things that we use a couple of times and then just kind of let fall off? Let's stop wasting money, people. Let's stop it. I apologize for the lack of content. Like I said, I've been so busy with work, Twitch. And if you don't follow me on Twitch, you should at twitch.tv/Initial D. Not Experience, not EXP, but it's just regular Initial D. I've been thinking about changing it to EXP just to keep it simple and to have the same name on every single platform. But anyway, it is what it is. Maybe we'll get around to that in the future. So, in this video, I wanted to give a recap of my experience as a streamer. I've been streaming since November of last year. And here we are, August. So that's what? December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. 8 months of streaming. Within that 8 months, I feel like I've made some pretty good progress. I feel like that there was a point where things could have been better, where I was a little stagnated, but it wasn't until I found what worked for me and just went ahead and put my foot on the gas, and we've been growing ever since. We're not growing super fast, but nonetheless, we are growing. And I think for me, that's all that matters at the end of the day. As long as the channel's growing, as long as I'm making progress, then this is well worth my time. Nobody wants to waste time. Nobody wants to invest all of the money into the equipment, invest all of the money into the PCs, the cameras, the microphones. And I will say that I've spent thousands of dollars investing into my channel. Like, I've spent some money, only because I wanted to provide good content, and only because I could afford to do it. Not everybody can, but I'm blessed so to be able to say that I could afford to do it. But everything that I do for my channel is for everybody else. If you've ever been to one of my live streams, and you know that I'm really big on mental health, checking on people and making sure that individuals are in the right state of mind, encouraging other streamers to be the best version of themselves, encouraging other streamers to step up their game when it comes to content creation, because there's I don't know exactly how many streamers are on Twitch, but I do know that there's a significant, probably millions of people who go live every single day. And that means that the competition is stiff when it comes to who's going to watch who. So on my channel, I do what I can to try to encourage people to find what works for them and to stick to it and to do what it is they can do to stand out. Because, at the end of the day, when it comes to live streaming, folks, it's all about standing out and being unique. You can't come to me and tell me that there's nothing unique about you. You can't come to me and tell me that there's nothing special about you, when each and every one of us, we have different DNA strands, we have different talents, we have different abilities. How can you sit here and tell me that there's nothing special about you? Way too many people don't give themselves enough credit. They down themselves and they wonder why they fail when it comes to live streaming, because they didn't believe in themselves. I think the first step about being successful as a streamer is believing in yourself. Asking yourself, why am I doing this? What am I hoping to get out of it? What am I hoping to achieve? You have people on several ends of the spectrum. You got people who just want to do this for fun, and then you have people who are literally trying to make a living out of this. I can think of some streamers now, who lost their jobs and who lost their businesses due to the pandemic, and they stumbled upon live streaming, and they found that they were actually good at it. They made, income from it, which is great, of course. Is it sustainable income? I don't know. I really think it depends on who you are, what type of content you're providing, your consistency. There's a whole lot of things that go into whether live streaming income can be consistent. So it varies. Some people get payouts every month. Some people don't get a payout for 1 month. And missing a month of payout definitely is not something that I would consider consistent. So that's that. But anyway, I wanted to just make a video. I don't think I've made a video like this before, because I wanted to talk about my personal experience streaming for the last 8 months. I think the end of this month will be the official 8 month. We're going into the 8th month because I began at the end of November. Okay. I have met so many decent people on Twitch. I met so many great people, people who I've established relationships with. I even got a PlayStation 5 because of Twitch. Some individuals gifted me a PlayStation 5. And I don't know, to this day, it's still surreal that somebody would even consider me as an individual that they want to give something so special and so rare and so expensive. Why they would want to give that to me. But they did. And I'm forever grateful. There's an airplane. And you probably can hear it. You probably can hear it. It's all good though. If you can hear it, this microphone has failed me. It's failed. It looks like it just looks weird sitting there like that. But anyway, that's supposed to keep the wind out. It's supposed to keep the wind when you're walking, or if it's real windy, it's supposed to kind of block that out. So I don't think it's a noise gate by any means, okay? But anyway, I've met so many great people and ended up with a PlayStation 5 and just so much love and so much support and very little hate. A lot of people end up coming across people, trolls and drama and beef, and a lot of that in turn makes people want to stop streaming. For me, I haven't run into a lot of that stuff at all. I've had some issues with some streamers around the springtime, but that's neutralized, over with. I'm not even worried about it whatsoever. The community has grown so big and so strong since then that I just really forgot about it. And around the time that happened, my community was not as large as it is right now. But now, you have to forgive me. It's hot, guys, and I may be breaking a sweat because I do live in Florida. So you can just imagine the humidity and how the sun feels. So bear with me if you see me sweating. At least I'm out here exercising, getting my cardio in. Okay, but anyway, the community has grown so much, and so much love and respect has just seeped through the cracks and filled my heart. Everything from meeting people to play with online, meeting people to talk to if I got a problem, and vice versa. If people have problems, I've always said that, hey, the door's open. You can come to me if you have issues. So we've been able to establish that. Real friendships with people all around the world, not just here where I live in my country, but over in the UK and Australia, Philippines, a lot of different places. And that's one thing I love about Twitch. To me, it's an international playground for people to mingle and to meet, because we all have something in common, and that's live streaming. And we all want to grow. Everyone wants to be successful. But if it's one thing I've learned in the past 8 months of streaming, it's you cannot be successful if you don't consider the success of other people. If you don't consider the success of your neighbor, you're not going to make it, because this is the type of thing where you just simply cannot think about yourself. You can't grow alone, no matter how good your PC is. It doesn't matter if you have a PlayStation 5 or the best audio. None of that stuff matters at the end of the day. You have to establish that you are not going to make it unless everybody else makes it. Now, you might not be able to support every single person that you follow, and you really shouldn't try. Well, you should try, but don't kill yourself and stress yourself out if you're unable to support every single person that you follow, because you have to understand you're integrating supporting streamers along with your everyday life. People like myself, who has children, who works, who has a wife, and other priorities in my life. Doing this is not easy, and I constantly have to remind myself, hey, you need to be on a set schedule to do this, to do that. You need to make sure that you're not overwhelming yourself with what you're doing. I constantly have to do this. It's because if I don't, I'll burn myself out. And I think that a lot of streamers, they don't take the prioritization of supporting streaming and things like so seriously. A lot of people just hit go live and they stay on Twitch from morning to night. I cannot say that I'm not guilty of that. I've done that too, but I'm getting to a point now where I don't sit on Twitch all day and all night. I try to visit who I can, especially those who visit my channel. I always try to make sure that I pop in, whether it's to just say hello or maybe to chat for about 10 minutes or so, or longer if I have the opportunity. And ever since I've been doing that and putting that into practice, the love has come back to me tenfold. Whether somebody just gives a lurk or gives me a view for the host or a tab or whatever the case may be, it's always worth it to support other people. And to me, I think that is the biggest thing that has helped me in the last 8 months. I'm a Twitch streamer. I've been streaming for 8 months just about, and I'm averaging 31 viewers on a regular. We max out sometimes between 45 to 70 people on a single stream. And it's an honor to be able to say that, because I know people who have been streaming for years and they can't get 5 people watching them. But I think that just goes to show, how you have to go back to the drawing board and see, perhaps there's something that you can fix to better that. If that's what you want. Not everybody, believe it or not, there's a lot of people who don't even want a ton of people watching them. They just are comfortable with a small number of individuals, and that's just that. And to each his own. I don't know about you, but I'm an entertainer, and I do well with large amounts of people. I do really well with large amounts of people. I'm not shy. I'm very open, very vocal. If I had 1,000 people watching me, I probably would have to put the channel on slow mode, but I got it. We got it. And I have, great moderators too, who have my back and who are there to help me when I miss something, who are there to help me when if I got a troll in the chat, which does happen from time to time, and they're there to take them out and give them the sword or the band hammer, as they say. And that's just one thing about live streaming. You put yourself out there, you're definitely gonna have to understand that sometimes you get weirdos in your chat. This is why I always tell people, yo, get you some mods that you can trust, and get some mods that's gonna be there. I mean, I know that every time you go live, people can't be there. Not every time, but for the most time, make sure that you got people that can be there. I'd say at least 85% of the time. Okay, don't appoint mob privileges to people who barely stream or who barely go live or visit your channel. I think that's a big mistake. So make sure that you give mob privileges to people who are gonna be there. Maybe not every single time, but 85 to 90% of the time, because it just makes life so much easier. When I first started streaming, I didn't realize that. There's a lot of things I didn't realize when I first started streaming. Like if I knew what I know now then, maybe I would be a lot further along than I am. But I probably wouldn't have met a lot of people either, as this journey continues. And I'm very grateful for the people that I've met, because they've helped me out tremendously, and I've done my best to try to help them out as well, because at the end of the day, we're in this together, folks. Live streaming is very hard. It's a difficult task, but it's also fun, and I enjoy it. I don't see myself stopping it anytime soon, Lord willing, of course. If work gets out of hand, then, I gotta do what I have to do and just adjust my schedule, which I'm probably gonna have to start doing pretty soon anyway, due to the nature of my schedule, All right, this video's coming up on 20 minutes, and I thought I would make it a vlog style video, because it's been a while since I put some content on the Initial D Experience EXP channel. If you were wondering what EXP stands for, it stands for experience. Okay. Again, if you're not following me on Twitch, be sure that you do. Twitch.tv/Initial D, and I shall put the link in the description. Currently, I go live Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 a.m., 12 p.m., 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, but that's about to change really soon, because my kids are back in school, so we are having to do things a little differently, me and my wife. So follow me on Twitter at Initial DEXP as well, to keep up with updates from my channel. Okay, I hope everyone is well. Take it easy. God bless. See you in the next video. Peace.